Hi everyone, Lensman Oz here. Welcome to episode 4 of my Let's Play series of Revolution 2. I've done a bunch of stuff between episodes. I mean, like, an absolute mozza. I've been doing a lot. Of breeding here, and these weeds really are getting on my nerves. Anyway, seems to be working. Right, so well, this wood floor came from some of the trees from the ChromatiCraft white trees here, the dye trees. The reason I've got these growing is you can get bone meal from them. So, oh my gosh, even with an iron axe, this takes forever. So when it drops bone meal, but it also drops those white berries. Cool thing about the white berries is you can turn them into bone meal. So I got a ton of bone meal. And you can see I've got lots of seeds and stuff. I'm working my way through. Should probably plant one before I go too far. Working my way through a bunch of quests. So you can see I've got some barrels here. I've got some cooking for blockhead stuff, which I'll explain in just a second. We'll hand that quest in. Alright, so let's see here. We've got some stuff to do here, which I've got some ingredients over in the chest here. But I wanted to do this one first, this tool tinkering. Now, one thing I did between episodes, just hang on one second, I'll be back. Sorry about that. One thing I did between episodes is I made up, let's see, there's some trees and stuff here. I came up here and I made a mine. The reason I made it here is because it had those poor Joes, these things here, which basically says that below this point there is iron somewhere. Now I found the iron about that level there, the second pumpkin down where it's more of a floor in the middle. So this is just a 3x3 hole, and then around the outside is just stairs leading down, and I've put pumpkins at particular levels, so jack-o'-lanterns I should say, for light. But yeah, I found a bunch of harder ore, iron ore, and I've mined it all out. I should have saved a little bit just to show you on camera. What it does is when you mine it up, it just gives you a piece. And if you look at think of a normal iron ore texture. Each time you break it, one of the little spots on the texture disappears, and you get let's see, iron. You'll get, where is it? Little chunks, pretty much, similar to what you get from the sifter. You get the little, I don't know, I'm probably staring straight at it and can't see it for the life of me today. You get the little chunks, and then you get the chunks and you throw them up in here and run them through this hopper, and you get a bunch of these little tiny iron dusts. And then you throw the iron dusts into here, it runs through the sifter, and you get this iron dust, which is just 8 of them, 8 of the little ones. Turns into this iron dust, and then you smelt it, and you get ingots. So, as you can see here, I've got an absolute ton of iron. I found a fairly big ore chunk. And some of them you can break multiple, I ended up breaking one piece I think about 30 times. You can also see I've gained a couple of tools here. I've managed to, where that shaft leads out into one of the lower levels of the dungeon underneath, and I managed to sneak out, grab a few things and run away, and then I've broken majority of the spawners down there. It's still not lit, so there's still spawning available, but I'd sort of run in, break a few spawners, and get out as fast as I could. But I did manage to find this nice pick and this nice axe. I found a few more weapons as well, but I'm not carrying them yet. But that whole shaft was pretty much dug with stone tools. Oh. Yeah, dug with stone tools. It was fairly time consuming. So I was going to do that quest. So that quest called on having, see, an anvil, one piece of coal, and an iron pickaxe. So I've got that stuff. So we're going to put this anvil kind of spread outside a bit. I'm not really using the inside of the house as much as I could be. Actually, that's fantastic. I can break these things now. Oh, didn't even think about that. That's going to allow me to clean out the area a bit. Sorry, I don't normally do a lot of the tidying up on camera, but I just felt that needed to be done. Right, so we'll throw the anvil down there. And it says something about using the iron pickaxe, a bit of coal, and what does that do? So I can mine a vertical 3x1. Okay. This is what it wants me to do. It wants me to put coal on, and it's going to take 30 levels. I've got 43. I was going to say I thought it was a dupe, then it was still showing up. So this thing now apparently, I'm going to do hold shift and control. So if I give it another piece of coal, it'll mine in a 3x3. That's cool. What does the book say? So that's what it required. Was that? Ooh, it's giving me the hammer time. Oh, right. This is a 3x3 pickaxe. I'm happy now. That will definitely make mining a little bit more fun. Let's just have a quick look. I don't know how that goes with the ores though. I'm not sure whether that will help. What I might do is just duck down this little shaft here. Probably mobs in here somewhere. Let's see. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. I think I still have a pumpkin on me. There we go. There you go. Yeah, so it enables you to upgrade, I guess, your basic tools. But that is very, very handy to have. Just going to put them away for the moment. And probably them. So I want to keep one of the shovels. Right, so what else do we have to do here? So that was that one done. I'm just going to skip back and go over here. I was working through some of these in the previous episode. This one here is you had to make all these different Pam's tools. So you've got the mixing bowl and the mortar and pestle, bakeware, juicer, cutting board, pot, skillet, saucepan. And then you had to make some toast, which is obviously just smelting bread up. So I've got the flour here from the wheat. So throw the wheat through this grinder thing, and you get the little piles of flour. And then you combine it in here, and it gives you flour, and then 3 of them is bread. And then bread in a furnace is toast. And then I ran out and I killed a cow. I think there's a few over the top of the hill there. Got some raw beef. Combined them together, made a hamburger. Sorry, already eaten. Oh no, I've still got 2 left. They're about to die though. So you can see I've, been a few days of play since I made them. So they're at day 6 of 7. But hamburgers. So what do we get with that? I get a cooked pork chop, butter potato, and some cheese. I don't know what we can. Oh, I might be able to make one into a cheeseburger. That work? Oh. And it's reset the rotten. Anyway, next thing, this one here. It wanted 4 rotten food and a spoiled milk. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a bucket of milk. Which all I did was I grabbed milk from a cow. I made the bucket, which took 6 iron to make the bucket because you've actually got to make. See here, you got to make the immersive engineering iron plates, which is 2 iron with the engineer's hammer, and you get the iron plate. Please be aware at the moment with the pack there is a bug if you're using the immersive engineering hammer in I think it's the UI's workshop table, it will crash your game. So just do it in a regular crafting table or in your inventory or whatever. Made the bucket, got some milk, left it in the chest for 7 days. So definitely don't want to drink that. Don't drink it. Let's see here. So it wanted me to make a slime ball, which I'm pretty sure is that. Slime balls. There we go. I get another bucket, and I'll take the right-hand reward back. Needed a bucket. Reward bag. What did you give me? Give me something good. Something good. Yeah, that's not good. That just made a mess on the floor. Really? Sorry. Come in handy later. Perhaps when we do the secondary activation of a division sigil. But until then, kinda not needed. Alright, what else did I get done? I got scallion. So the scallion, scallion seed is carrots and sugarcane. Hearing weird things. And then potato, so you need them. And you bake the potato. And then you add the two together and you get scallion baked potato. So we're getting some butter and a load of baked potato as a reward. I really need to probably go and put some of this stuff in the esky. In you go. Way too much food on me now. And now I have done. Oh, well, anyway. Butter? Butter, anyone? Okay. So that one's claimed. Yep. That one's claimed. Next in these was to get an apple sapling. So to get the apple sapling, you pretty much break a tree, get an apple. Oops, night time. Don't need no spawning. You break a tree and you get an apple, and then you combine the apple with an oak sapling. Hey, whoops, not what I wanted to do. Let's see. So you combine that, and then you need to juice the apple, and you'll get the juice. So I mean, I've already done it, but here, look, juicer. Recipe for those who don't know: stone, pressure plate. Not sure if I showed it before. It's just 2 stone. That gives you apple juice. So my rewards are 2 oak saplings, a chestnut sapling, a pear, and a gooseberry. I'm guessing the idea is to make these into trees. I've already got a pear tree here, so that's not a big issue. Oops. So I'm kind of making this my fruit area. I've got some cherries, I've got some apples, avocado, and pear. Apricot. So we'll put that there, and perhaps this one here. Alright. So I did start decorating the area. Don't know if I'm happy with this floor. We will probably revisit. Jeez. Alright, so I've done that one, got all that, and good thing about this quest book is that you can actually click on the ones even though they're not available to be handed in. you can click on them and see what you're required to do, which is cool because then you can prepare or you can aim towards a particular task. So these ones here, it's good for me for preparing a recording session like this, whereas I can have a bunch of stuff done because I can see all the quests and not needing to actually hand in the quest to get the next one. So this one here I started working on. We've got apple sapling, cherry. I need to find a plum. I think I said I had a peach over there. So orange, mango, and we got the apricot. That was apricot, wasn't it? Not peach. So working on that, I'll just continue as I wander around the world trying to find different stuff. Still trying to make soy. Soy is a little bit involved. To make soy requires beans and rice. I currently have beans. Beans is just pumpkin and potato. See the bean seed. Rice, on the other hand, is rye and sugarcane on a water pad, which I was having a little bit of trouble making the water pad. Now I'm not sure if it's just because I was trying with a wooden bucket. And now that I've got the metal buckets, I'll be able to try it with that. But to make the water pad, you can see I actually started setting it up here because it's sugarcane and something else. To make the water pad, on tilled ground, you right click with a shovel and you'll get the water pad like this, but then you've got to put water in it, and for some reason I couldn't seem to get the bucket to right click in there. So I will come back to that. Hopefully it's still doable and won't cause me any dramas. So where was I? Soy. So rice is rye and sugarcane. Sugarcane's barley and wheat. Sorry, rye is barley and wheat, and sugarcane is seeds and carrots. So it's very much, going down the rabbit hole type thing. It's not as bad as expert mode on Infinity Evolve, but there's still all these different things that you need to do to get this one seed. So again, something else I'm still working on. And to that end, I've started working on this bit, the wooden water tank. I do have these parts here. I started making them, but because I haven't made soy yet, it's I can't hand it in anyway. But that'll help with irrigation, getting things growing. Not quite ready to do this bit yet. Let's see in here. So this one here, to make the blast bricks. Now we started getting the bits and pieces in the previous episode. We started collecting up. Where are we? We made coke oven, and the reward for that was let's see here. Where this coke oven reward was the blaze rods and the nether brick. So this one requires us to make the blast bricks. So bricks and this and that. Should put a crafting table over there, I think. It's not a bad idea. That way I don't have to keep running backwards and forwards. Alright, crafting table. So that's blaze powder in the middle, and I think it's bricks around the outside, and then no, like that. Blast bricks. Now I've sunk the pumpkin where I wanted to put this, so let's leave 2. Sorry, little torch. You can go back there maybe. Alright, so same as the coke oven. Just a 3x3 cube. And then we'll need the hammer. Yoink. Alright, so that gives us the blast furnace. And to use the blast furnace, we need coal coke, which comes from putting coal in here, and iron. Let's see, what was its reward? So it now wants 8 steel. So that means I'm going to need to... I've got some iron on me. Let's see here. Let's just grab the coal coke. Throw it in. And the 8 iron. And that will take a while, but it will cook down to steel. I think I've got some steel inside. I don't know if I've got 8. Let's see. All the random chest loot that I keep picking up. Got some emeralds and tons of diamonds. It's actually diamond blocks in the floor, which is great. I found this crystal pick that enabled me to mine them up. I found some Certus. What am I looking for? Steel. That's right. Got some dark steel there. Went a bit blank there for a second. See, I've got 6. Wow. I wonder if that counts. Got 9 dark steel. Does that count? No. Worth a try. You can go in there. So I'll let that cook up. It'll take a couple of minutes. Let's see how it's going. Oh, we've got 1 so far. That's fairly quick. Alright, so we're not going to be able to do that one for the moment. So let's move on to air power. So this one required us to have 16 sticks, 12 wood planks, and 1 iron. 16, 12, and 1. And then it wanted a windmill. So what do we need to make a windmill? Windmill requires 4 of these. Yeah, it's the 4, and then iron in the middle, windmill. So that gives you 2 sticks and 8 copper. Excellent. Oh, okay, so it was either wind or water. So I made wind. Oh, it's night time again. Uh-oh. Blood moon. Really? How did I miss that? Blood moon. Sheesh. Time for redecoration, I guess. It's looking a little better. Alright, so the blood moon is not really conducive to recording. As much as I'm fairly protected, though, I do get sniped. Well, hello. Mr. Pig. Mr. Spider Pig. I do manage to get sniped a fair bit from skeletons. And other things just generally wanting me. These guys. Hi, Mr. Zombie. How you doing? Go and find someone else to pester. I do like the dismemberment bit where they break into bits. Come on. Alright, I'll cut here and we'll be back in a moment. You know what? Let's just head inside. I've grabbed the couple of bits that I needed. So the next quest required us to have 8 LV wire coils, 4 iron, 2 redstone. So that would be like this. 8 of them. Yep. And it wants us to make the copper wire coil. Copper. There it is. Stop looking, I found it. And then it'll want us to make the kinetic dynamo. Dynamo. Yoink. Alright, so they give me some LV wire and a connector. Cool. Oh wow. Probably don't have enough. See, I'm gonna need a bunch more items before, as much as I've already had them in my inventory. It wants me to have all these items, so I'm going to need to make another copper wire coil. So I'm going to need to find copper. I don't have a good source of copper. So I don't have any source of copper. Shh, zombies, you're noisy. Can pester someone else. Yeah, I don't have any source of copper, so I'm going to need to probably do a bit of walking around and finding some of the flowers that go with copper. Copper? Which is these ones here. These purple Halman, whatever they are. I'll need to pretty much walk around with bone meal and just bone meal the ground, hoping that guess something shows up. So we will be able to maybe place the windmill and get some power down. So I'm thinking the windmill could probably go upstairs. Maybe it's big enough. Sort of go out through one of the windows and bring the power back through. Whoops. Bring the power back through the hole in the wall type thing. Not sure if it'll be up high enough here. And maybe out through there. This creeper. Oh. Die. Go away, Blood Moon. So yeah, we could effectively put this here. I think that'll need to be rotated around. Like that, probably. And then we'll be able to attach cables to the back of it and run it down through the floor, probably, to wherever we need our machine. Maybe I'd actually put it right up on the roof. That could be interesting. Alright, let's just see here. Spiders crawling over everything. Alright, I'll cut again, and I'll get the next thing we actually, that steel might be ready. Let's make a run for it. Spider's probably going to drop on my head. Ah! Oh. Ow. Where did he get me from? Oh, at the gate there. Hey, pal. I don't like you. Alright, so I've got the steel. 8 steel. Oh, good, we can hand it in. Alright. Some wax here, that'll come in handy. Hey, what are you doing on my windowsill? Sheesh. Alright, let's see here. Let's have this burger. Oh boy. Junk, 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 and more junk. Get out of there. Slime balls. Yep, there we go. Alright. So what's next? Next is to make this water tank. So I need the 30 planks and the 10 iron. Alright, that spider's annoying. I'll cut here and back in a second. Okay, I think the worst of it's over. Come outside, one spider jumped on my head, another one is still hanging out on the window. Sheesh. Alright, so what was next? I think we're getting near the wrapping up point, so this will be the last thing for this episode. We'll make this water tank. So I needed 30 planks and 10 wood. I need to make 5 water tank sidings. So how's that made? Water tank sidings. It's funny because it's a 3x3 block, so I need to get those slime balls from inside. Okay, so I'm making 6. Alright. Let's oh, I guess it wants 5 crafts. Because it's saying 5 and it wanted the 30 wood. So 30 wood is 5 lots. Like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. So it is a 3x3 by 3 hollow block. Alright. Not sure where to set this up. Weeds. Go away. Sheesh. Not sure where to set this up. I'm thinking probably here, maybe. Or maybe it would be better. Yeah, the windmill's not going to sit there. I'm going to have to build it up higher. I might build a bit of a tower, put the windmill up top. So I'll do that between episodes, and I'll set up this water tank between episodes. Because as far as I know, it collects water passively. It just sort of trickles in. What does it say? Water tank fills automatically with a small amount of water every second. Produces more water in wet biomes and when it rains. Produces less in desert. So I can put this down because water in this pack is finite, so that you can't make an infinite water source on the ground and just continuously pull buckets from it. You've got to have renewable water, I guess. So this water tank should do that for us. So as I said, I'll make this between episodes. And I will get the windmill set up between episodes, and hopefully in the next episode we'll be able to work. Oh, let's hand this in quickly. Junk in inventory again. I was gonna say we'll hand in the goodness me. We will hand in the reward bag so we can find out what we got. Just quickly dump a little bit of stuff. Let's see, a drum, charcoal, and aluminium. That's alright. I won't say no. Oh my gosh. Toggle latch, weather sensor, chest reader. They're going to be everywhere. Alright, so I don't really have a use for them at the moment, but I'm sure we will come up with a use. So let's just, yeah. Alright, I'll leave the episode there. I hope you all come back and join me for the next one. And as always, comments please below. And if you like the video, hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't subscribed already, please don't feel obligated, but subscription would be great. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. See you later.